Now, as always, when we talk about AMC, I like to say I don't read too much into the share price on a day-to-day basis, but regardless, now and again, it is fun, it is useful, and it does remind us what we're looking at to take a quick moment to highlight the chart pattern. So that's what we're doing in this video. We're coming up today, hitting 35, and we do look to be remaining above it, so that and more is coming up. We're going to be looking at the technical indicators, and I will be providing my opinion. If it sounds good, of course, leave a like on it and subscribe, but do remember, as always is the case, this is not financial advice, it is only my personal opinion. Now we're going to dive in, and I want to start off on this quite complex chart. I just want to highlight some key points that we have found. So one is going to be our bottom. This was just above the $20 mark exactly, and this is taking us down from our high a long time ago at 70. So we had the big rocket up, as you guys will know, and then we started to fall down over time, coming all the way down to just above 20, as I mentioned, and a lot of people were speculating that we were going to go lower than 20. Now, when we did actually start to find that consolidation, it was nice, and then we had a big rip up. Now, when I say big, going out to some more simple ones, you will see how big it is. Literally one single day, which was, not too long ago, we ripped all the way from just under 25 to about 30, so really it wasn't bad at all. And from there, we've been moving up for the past 2 days. And this does get me questioning what is going on. Now, you guys know I am bullish on AMC, I hold shares, I must reiterate this all the time. But regardless, I think this is not it with AMC. Now, already tonight we've brought you a few videos, one of which has been on the fact that shorts have just withdrawn more shares, i.e. bought in more, doubled down on their positions. And this gets me thinking this price action upwards with AMC isn't going to last too long. Now, again, long-term, MOAS, is it going to happen? I personally think so, and I am actually putting my whole life savings in the belief that's going to happen, so that's my full disclosure. But I think before we have the big MOAS, it's definitely possible that we're going to see some drops back down to the 20 range. Now, bear in mind, we're still sat on 30, just above that 30 mark exactly. Come out to the 1 day, you will see we are actually consolidating fairly nicely. We're starting to drop down a little bit, hitting just on that 30 level exactly as a key support, so that is quite good. But I do not think it's going to last too much longer, and we could start to drop past this, perhaps in after hours, perhaps in pre-hours, or maybe even into tomorrow. Now, I hope I'm wrong, but as I said, I do not read too much into the day-to-day. I'm just trying to say, before we have the big rip, i.e. the MOAS, I think we're going to see this one drop possibly lower. Now, if it does drop lower, I know some people are going to say that's a terrible thing, bears will use this against us, but for me and for a lot of you guys, I know if it drops down to 20 again, maybe even to the teens, that could be a potential area to really load the boat, because I know, like myself, a lot of people bought in this one when it was $5, $10, $15, maybe even 20, and these people are coming back right now to a price quite similar to their initial purchase in price. And since that point, they've managed to save up a lot of money, and they're just thinking about the amount of shares that they could buy if it goes back down there. So while shorts are bringing out more shares, shorting more shares, I think it is highly possible that this one has more potential to drop. Now, we're going to have a quick look at a few of our indicators here on the 1 day. For those of you wondering, we're looking at a figure on the MACD, which is a little bit bullish. It's coming up from this bearish point where it has been, and the reason why it's coming up is because of this push. But as it pushes back down right now, we're seeing it come down, potentially below the line again. Trend for the RSI is completely normal, I would say. We're looking at a figure down here of 46, 4 points from neutral, is basically where we want to be, so I am fairly happy with that. And the volume figure, well, relatively high volume in the morning till about 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then from there volume has just died off. Now, it's not too bad overall, because if we have a look at today's volume figure, 39 million, quite low, and it is decreasing from the day where we had the big push up, but in comparison to the past month, is it abnormal? Well, not really, because we are seeing some very strange figures as far as volume is concerned. Now, with AMC specifically, we can talk about the official figures that we have, but there is a lot of speculation as to how valid these are. That's a topic for another video, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. So, take these with a grain of salt. Anyway, the 5-day figures, RSI figure on 41, not too bad. It's about 9 points away from neutral, so it is where we want it to be. A little bit to the low side, but is it anything to worry about? Not really. Now, as I said, from a technical standpoint, we're seeing 30 as a key level. a lot of resistance above breaking out above it, both here and here, so you will see we had trouble. Now we're finding a support at that level. Again, will that support break? It is highly possible, and we could start to drop back down. And from there, the question is, how low will we go? But that is a topic again for perhaps tomorrow if that does happen. And if it doesn't happen, brilliant. Of course, being an AMC shareholder, I want to see this one do well. But I do think it is possible in the short term we could see that drop. Anyway, out here on the 1 month, we're looking at figures which are looking fairly okay as well. 47 is our RSI. That is pretty good, actually, 3 points away from neutral. So we have come back up from that near oversold range, coming back to where we want to be right now. Trend for the MACD is still looking bearish. You will see well above this, well below this line. Again, coming into more of a bullish trend, but will this last? Well, it is unclear. And the volume figure, just to highlight that once more, not really abysmally low, as you will see. We've been a lot lower than this, but especially on the 3 month, you will see it's nothing too significant, so I'm not too worried about it. But yes, higher volume would of course be a little bit better, but that is going off a technical standpoint. You guys know, with AMC, I can happily look at the charts with you guys, and I can happily tell you what I think. But obviously there are so many other factors going on. When we look at stocks like DWAC, for example, or SNDL like we did yesterday, I can happily give you my predictions with where we are going to go. In this instance, I find it a little bit harder because, you know, we don't really have that security, that sense of validity, in the sense that the data makes the sense that we really want it to. And I'm sure a lot of you guys do understand what I'm trying to say here. But what I'm really trying to bring home is a message that yes, the Mars is probably around the corner, but in the meantime, let us not get our hopes up. We're having all this news pinned upon a rally before Christmas or around the end of the year. If that is the case, brilliant. Again, it may not be the case. The absolute opposite may be true, and that could actually be a FUD tactic in itself. So be wary, guys. Question everything, I would say, because this is your investment. If you're investing in something, be careful, do your own research, and question whose opinions you listen to. Do not even listen to my opinion, as like I said, it's just an alternative view to look at. I'm sure a lot of you guys may agree with me, I'm sure a lot of you guys may disagree with me. It's just the way that I see things. Do not read too much into it, do your own research, believe what you find. As always though, I'll see you in another one. Goodbye. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.